Hello, Virgo, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, current energy, and immediate future for the end of March 2023, answering the question, what is your biggest blockage right now? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for your past, present, and future, and then the overall energy for the reading. We have the tarot deck we'll be diving into, as well as the decks we'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Okay, this is definitely about you coming to the end of a pretty big cycle here. Virgo, in your recent past, you have the answers you need are coming with the Six of Swords in reverse. You've been feeling very stuck recently. I feel like you maybe, you need to make a move, that you want things to change, but you're not really sure maybe on the direction or exactly when. And I feel like, yeah, you've been feeling very stuck. Now, I feel like this recent past was pretty emotionally overwhelming too. Maybe feeling all over the place, feeling like you weren't able to fully just kind of understand, see clearly, understand really what was going on. And your current energy, you have take time to breathe out with the Nine of Wands. And so right now, it's almost like, because this Nine of Wands to me is like you're coming to the end of a cycle. You're in the end of a cycle, actually. And the closer you get to the end of a cycle, the closer you get to a cycle closing, the more intense things feel. The more overwhelmed you feel, the more confused you feel, the more uncertain you feel. And it's because all of that energy, it's like it builds up right before you release it. And it feels like you're in this energy of needing to kind of take a break, like a breather, because I feel like you've been dealing with so much of this energy that it's like really weighing on you. Now, in your immediate future, you have conclusions are within reach with the Eight of Cups. I don't know if this is you walking away from something or walking towards something, but I do see that there's something, it's like finding your path almost. Finding your path, like finding your purpose. Your overall energy is, what if it was easy? The question, I'm pulling just questions this week. What if it was easy? What if it was easy for you to walk away from a relationship that doesn't serve you to walk, toward one that does? What if it was easy for you to build the life that you're ultimately wanting and leave behind what doesn't, make you happy? Like, what if it were easy to do these things? I feel like is what this is really saying. But let's start by looking, Virgo, at your recent past. You have the answers you need are coming with the Six of Swords in reverse. This is for Virgo's recent past, clarifying the answers you need are coming with the Six of Swords in reverse. This is recent past for Virgo. Recent past for Virgo. See, you've been working through this inner conflict because your intuition has been telling you something. I don't know if it's to walk away from something or what, but it's been trying to tell you something here. But there's a lot of not choosing yourself. You have the Empress in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and then this overthinking. You're allowing your head to overrule your heart, Virgo. You're allowing yourself to get too caught up in, well, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? Or what if I end up alone? Or what if I never have the financial abundance I need? You're allowing that to get caught. You're allowing yourself to get caught up in that. Of course you are. You're a human being. But remember that your thoughts are not truths. They are insight into what it is that's being triggered, what you're needing to address, but they're not truths. And sometimes they don't even need to be insight. They're not really truth or fact. They're kind of just there. And this is about tapping into your intuition over your overthinking, because you could overthink yourself into oblivion, I feel like. Especially if you're, trying to overplan or overprepare, something of that nature. Recent past for Virgo. But you have the answers you need are coming. It's like the clarity that you're needing is going to come. And I feel like it might be coming right now. Seven of Wands in reverse. With the Fool in reverse. Okay. So there's this new beginning here. New beginning that you very much want, but you doubt yourself. Not just like your abilities, but like your truth. like what it is that you want. Like it's like you doubt, like what is that word I'm looking for? Clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse. What is it that I'm trying to say? Clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like, just pull. Clarifying the Seven of Wands. Okay. The Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Star in reverse, and the King of Wands. That's not what I expected. Okay. So I'm going to read these first, and then I'll read how it ties into this. So you have this Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Same Nine of Wands as we have in your current energy. This really is, you're coming to the end of a cycle, and your anxiety is, I feel like, at an all-time high, or has been at an all-time high. Like you're allowing yourself to get caught up like super into worst case scenarios. Now, the biggest thing is realizing that just because things don't work out, that's kind of what these are saying. Just because plans don't necessarily go your way, doesn't mean they're not going your way. Just because it didn't work out, doesn't mean it's not working out. But it feels as if you're letting maybe past things that didn't work out affect your belief of what's possible in your future. Because you're doubting, when we are trying to create the world that we're wanting, we have to come up with our own personal truths. One of my core ones is I'm a good person deserving of good things. Therefore, I know the universe is always bringing good things my way. And those truths can get you through the times where you're heavily triggered and your fears and your anxiety and your pain is all kind of being brought to the surface. During those times, the more that you can cling to the truths that you create, the more that you will experience changes. Now, if you let yourself run away with the fear and the anxiety and the pain, then you'll kind of end up usually kind of having to repeat that cycle or right back where you started. Now, that's okay. Sometimes we have to do that. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but I'm just saying, talking about personal truths, you have a tendency to doubt yours, to doubt, like, not just yourself, but like you're like what you're deserving of. Like, I deserve to set boundaries. I deserve to stand up for myself. I deserve to have the abundance that I deserve. Like I deserve to have the abundance I deserve. I deserve to have the abundance I want. Like these things are getting lost in your overthinking of, but I feel like I have to settle in case those things never come true. I promise this makes more sense. It's like I'm having a hard time like verbalizing, which maybe that's throat chakra energy and this need to kind of pay attention to your throat chakra. Recent past here for Virgo. Recent, that's too many. That's too much. I'm sorry. Those came out and I like, recent past for Virgo. If the cards are supposed to come out, they will again. Recent past for Virgo, and they often do. Okay. Now we're kind of starting to tie this together here. I feel like you have some things that you are passionate about here, Virgo. And I feel like this passion has the ability to turn into abundance for you. But I also feel like you're not allowing yourself to take steps in the direction of your passion because you're afraid of failing. So you kind of just remain stuck here. That's what the Seven of Wands in reverse was saying. It's like you're allowing your anxiety about what could go wrong affect your belief and your personal truths about what's real, especially in your recent past. This is for Virgo's current energy. Take time to breathe out with the Nine of Wands. So you're kind of like, I feel like you've been working through so much fear and anxiety that it's like time right now for you to just kind of like chill out a little bit. Current energy for Virgo. Take time to breathe out with the Nine of Wands. The Seven of Swords. with the Queen of Pentacles. So there you are. There is a lot hidden from you right now. There's a lot you can't see. And that's on purpose. It's because it's trying to build your confidence in your path. If the universe uncovered or unveiled everything that was coming your way, all the good that was coming your way, then you wouldn't have to work through all of the stuff within that would create the good in the first place. It's very paradoxical. But this Seven of Swords, let me see. What is the Seven of Swords saying? Can we get any information on it? Any information on the Seven of Swords? Any information on the Seven of Swords for Virgo? See, okay. This is kind of what I was saying. So you have the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Empress. This is talking about like being in alignment with your path and things kind of coming together for you. And choosing yourself. Like if you could just do those things, if you could just choose yourself, follow your passions, do what makes you happy, you would be led to everything that you are wanting. Your passions are the roadmap to your destiny. But you're not able to see the outcome because you're needing to work through all of the reasons that you don't think that it's going to happen. That's why you have this like, what if it was easy card? Like, what if it was easy for everything to fall into place for you? Then you wouldn't be so worried, right? But because you don't believe it's easy, you're having to work through all of the reasons that you don't believe it's possible. Current energy for Virgo. Current energy for Virgo. Current energy here for Virgo. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords with the Moon in reverse here. Your thoughts. Oh, in the Knight of Wands. Okay, so here's the thing. Whatever you're wanting here, it's going to take some sort of a leap of faith. It either has or like will continue. Because when you take a leap of faith, you have to continue to choose to take that leap of faith. It's not just like you make one move and everything pays off, right? You have to continue to stick to that path. And your thoughts and your emotions right now are all over the place. And they're trying to guide you to working through fear. So the biggest thing to remember, and I say this in a lot of my readings, is that you are not your thoughts and you are not your emotions, nor are they fact or truth. I know I already kind of said that, but this specifically, this time is in your life is a time to really remember that. Because if you're wanting to move towards whatever it is you're wanting here, you're needing to work through a lot of your fear. All of the reasons that you don't believe it's possible, all of the reasons that you don't believe you're capable, all of the reasons that you think you're going to fail, or that you think things are going to fall apart, or whatever the case is, so that you can learn to internalize this belief that it's easy, that building the life of your dreams is actually very simple. You just have to believe it's possible. Now, getting to a point of believing it's possible is the hard part, right? And when we're faced with triggers and those overwhelming thoughts and those overwhelming emotions, the reason that we have to face those is because, in a sense, we are facing our fear through them. So you have to learn to work through them without believing them. Current energy for Virgo, please. Current energy for Virgo, please. Current energy for the Nine of Swords. So yeah, your mindset right now. I mean, you are literally like knee deep in this energy right now. And this Nine of Swords, all of these things, like you can see, this is actually like in all of the tarot decks I've ever had. This Nine of Swords energy is my favorite depiction. This picture is my favorite depiction of the Nine of Swords because it shows like all of the things that she's worried about aren't real. They're ghosts, if you will. They're a figment of her imagination. And that really kind of, it's like that whole concept, and we're getting kind of deep here. But like that the only thing you have to fear is fear itself. Because if you fear your fear, you'll act on your fear. If you don't fear your fear, you'll work through your fear and not allow it to dictate your decision making. What if it was easy, Virgo? What if it was easy to have everything you ever wanted? Because it is. You just gotta believe it. Immediate future for Virgo, clarifying conclusions are within reach with the 8 of Cups. Immediate future for Virgo, clarifying conclusions are within reach with the 8 of Cups. This is for Virgo's immediate future. This is for Virgo's immediate future. Immediate future for Virgo, the Knight of Cups. Your triggers are trying to help you work through this belief that the universe doesn't have your back. You know, I've been kind of experiencing this in my own life in a way, in a sense recently, where I'm experiencing a lot of triggers from a traumatic event that occurred in my past. And it's like, it's kind of interesting because I'm like facing a lot of the same situations that happened right before something bad happened in my life. And this time, like, my circumstances are totally different. But it's almost like I'm facing these triggers and I'm like, oh my gosh, are these signs that this is all happening again? That everything, is happening again? And it's not. But they're triggering me to work through the fear of the past repeating itself. And that seems very relevant to this reading, where it's like we get triggered. Our triggers are not there to freak us out or give us insight into what's coming. Our triggers are there for us to get curious about them, for us to be like, what is this trying to tell me? What about my past is trying to be brought to my attention? What needs to be healed? What needs to be addressed? What needs to be worked through? And so your triggers, especially in your immediate future, are trying to get you to make decisions based on faith instead of fear by working through your triggers. But, typically your triggers will try to pull you back to safety, because it's that part of you that's like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid that the worst is happening. But the triggers, like the purpose of them, is so that you don't choose to listen to them. Immediate future for Virgo. This is for Virgo's immediate future. The Artist. With the 6 of Swords. This is you creating the life of your dreams. This is the Artist card. This is one of 2 additional major arcanas in this deck. And you have this Artist and a 6 of Swords. In order for you to create what you want in the future, you're going to have to move on from the past. Let me get clarity on the 6 of Swords here. Clarity on the 6 of Swords. What from the past is Virgo needing to move on from? Basically, what this is telling me is believing your emotions. Listening to your head over your heart. And allowing yourself to step out of your comfort zone, because you know in your soul that what you're experiencing isn't what you want. So if it's not what you want, then what do you need to believe to move forward in alignment with what you ultimately want? And what if it was easy? What if it didn't have to be hard? Expect ease. One more for Virgo's immediate future. Ooh, I feel like the past is coming back. I do. I feel like not in like, oh, you're going to be like in like a test kind of way. Are you going to choose the same path you've taken over and over again? Or are you going to choose something different? That's what you're needing to walk away from, your past. The way you've always done things. You're having to move on from the way you've always done things. And then in doing that, you have this King of Pentacles in reverse with the 3 of Pentacles. It's like things will start to fall into place. But it literally, it feels like, are you going to sabotage yourself? Or are you going to like choose to pursue what makes you feel good about yourself? Even if you don't know what that is. Like, it could be like walking away from what doesn't make you feel good to open the door for what does. Something like that. And what if it was easy? Because it is. All right. We're going to hop on over to the extended. I'm going to clarify these messages. and dive into the advice. I have an actual advice card to pull at the end. As always, thank you so much for the support of my channel. It means so much to me to be able to do this for a living, and you guys make that possible. So thank you. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Virgo.